Long Island's home for music lovers, 92.9 and 96.9 EHM. Looking forward to these next two nights. A lot happening with G.E. Smith and LeRoy Bell. Finally, the album is coming out tomorrow, and there's two very cool things that are happening. First, tonight, there's a live streaming show, and tomorrow night, you've got two performances in the Garden at Guildhall. Want to welcome G.E. Smith and LeRoy Bell. How are you?
All right, Harry. How you doing, buddy?
Great.
Thanks for doing this. We really appreciate it. We're looking forward to this. Now, it's interesting. I know we've been talking about the album, I feel like, for a while. When did you guys get together to record it? I guess, should we start at the beginning? How did you guys literally get together at first?
Well, I would have to say that we owe that all to Taylor Barton Smith,
My wife.
which is GE's wife. She contacted me over on the West Coast. She had seen some YouTube videos or something, or gotten on my site and heard some of the music, and then she turned GE onto it, and then I came back for a visit, and we hit it off. We sat down, played some music, and it just kind of took off from there.
Is that normal to have like a call? It's like, hey, I checked you out on Spotify. Would you like to do an album together?
No, it's not. At least it wasn't for me. That was the first time for me.
That's pretty cool.
It's not like the most common way, but I had been looking for a singer for a long time, for a great singer. And when I heard LeRoy's voice on these songs that Taylor was playing, I said, that's the guy. Where is he? Who is he? And she said, this guy, LeRoy Bell, is from Seattle. So she contacted him. Taylor's brave. I would have probably never done anything, but she's brave, man. She'll talk to anybody. So he came, and he had just written the song America,
that's right,
which is on the record and has been out for a little bit. And we sat down and played it, and we just hit it off really good. And within a couple of days, we were in the studio.
Very good. You put the album together, I believe, in 2019. LeRoy, I'm curious. You wrote America. What inspired you to put those lyrics down on paper? Was this, because I know a lot's been going on over the past few years, and I imagine that's part of it.
Yeah, I think it was just, in the last 2 or 3 years, just watching things kind of deteriorate in a lot of ways. And I think I just kind of felt like it wasn't, I'm older, so it wasn't the country that I saw, that I grew up with. Even though it wasn't perfect before, it always seemed like we were still kind of moving ahead, that we were trying to grow and trying to correct things. And then all of a sudden it seemed like we were sliding backwards. And I thought, and I just saw these images on TV, and I just had to put it into words, and that's what came out.
Now, some of the songs I know you wrote and GE wrote, how did you guys collaborate on some songs as well, I'd imagine, when you got together?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. When you're playing, I always say like me and LeRoy are almost the same age, and we grew up listening to the same records. We were in vastly different places, but we were listening to the same stuff. We were playing in bands.
Yeah.
So we have a kind of a similar, background. So it's very easy for us to sit down and play and come up with things. But LeRoy's he's the great songwriter here.
Well, it's interesting because, and I have to ask LeRoy about this, because I didn't realize this until recently. I remember you, and I know you get this probably, and it might be annoying or not, and I apologize in advance, but I remember you know what's coming, from the X Factor. I remember watching it, and you were the contestant that was, and I say this with all respect to everyone that was on there, but you were the musician's musician. You were the one that had the soul and the talent, and it was so obvious. And the rest, and you, it was interesting to see you there. What was that like? Because you were basically surrounded by a lot of younger musicians, a lot of different type of music, shall we say?
Well, it was really, really strange. And, at first when it was brought to my attention about the show, I immediately nixed it. I just kind of went, hell no, I'm not going on TV and doing this crazy show. But there was nothing else going on at the time. And then I got talked into it just because there was nothing going on. And at first I thought that I could play my own songs. Really, that was the attraction, but that wasn't.
Yeah, not the case.
I couldn't play my own songs. So I ended up just singing covers.
What'd you do? What'd you sing?
They would come to me with like 4 or 5 songs each week, and I have to pick which song I had to sing. And some of them were just crazy, but I picked the songs that were the easiest for me to remember the lyrics mainly. But and a couple of the songs that I picked actually were songs that I liked, But I didn't get to play my own songs, and that's what I thought was going to get me over. And it was strange being there with these young hopefuls and watching them like feel like their lives were crushed when they
Yeah.
didn't make it.
Yeah.
And but it was a great experience either way.
I'm sure it was because I remember now. Forgive me. Were you a postman? Because they worked this whole backstory on you.
Yeah,
That
yeah, they
eventually
kind of made
made
that
it
into.
like you just picked up a guitar like 2 weeks before the show.
Yes, exactly. Well, that's what they kind of didn't. They kind of played down the fact that I'd been a musician and a songwriter previously, and made it out that I was a postman the whole time. I did do a postman job for about 9 months, but that was it.
That's
But
funny. No, because your talent shone through there, but it was clear it was like, well, what's he doing on the show? Um, when you would flip over, I feel like the next season they had like Fifth Harmony or something they put together.
yeah, yeah, I don't
It
know.
didn't
I
seem
don't
to
know.
match. So but I didn't realize that was you until recently, and it's really cool to see. You've been doing music for years and writing.
Oh,
It sounds like you had a musical family. Was it your uncle that kind of
yeah,
inspired
my
you to
uncle,
write for others?
yeah, he's a producer and a writer. Yeah,
Well
Tom Bell,
known,
well known.
major league.
Yeah, he's
Tom Bell.
got a Grammy. He's
Playing it
done
down.
many, many, many hit songs for a lot of people and produced a lot of stuff as well.
He
No,
wrote "La La 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 La" means I love you. Remember that song? La
you
La.
did a lot of stuff. If I'm not
Yeah,
mistaken, you
come
worked
on.
with a whole bunch of different artists. I want to say Teddy Pendergrass
Yep,
and,
Teddy
Yeah.
Pendergrass,
a whole bunch of
OJ,
others. Um,
Spinners.
what was it like to write? Because obviously you want to perform as a musician, and what was it like to put it down on paper? And it's a job at the end of the day sometimes. But was it difficult to have other people have success with your songs? I mean, it
No,
helps
it
that they
wasn't.
had success,
Because when
but
you're writing, you want other people to have
yeah,
success with your
that's true.
song. But of course, you're always wanting to have success with your own songs. And I finally did. At the time, I had my writing partner and I had Bell and James, which was Casey James and myself, and we had "Living It Up" Friday night, which was on A&M Records. So, and that was just a demo that we had made for somebody else to use, and we ended up using it. But yeah, it was fun writing for other people, but there's always that secret desire to do your own music.
Well, this new project is called Stoney Hill. It is out tomorrow officially, and getting rave reviews for it, and really coming at an interesting time in our country where everything is kind of happening around us with so many different things in the news, and it really seems to fit. I mean, when America came out, I believe it was kind of right at the same time, in the end of May, was when we first
Yeah.
got a hold of it, and Black is the Color. And I'm curious about this record. First, where does Stoney Hill come from? Because I was trying to figure out the reference
Amagansett.
for that. Okay, it is.
Comes from Amagansett. Yeah. But me and my family, we live on Stoney Hill in Amagansett. But also, it's that idea of pushing that rock up the hill. Just everybody has to get through their life.
Yeah.
And we all got to struggle in different ways.
Yes.
And we recorded the record in 2019, and then it seems that things, between the virus and George Floyd and everything else that's happened, the record just fits into these times
Yeah, it's
so well.
I really enjoyed too. You're also doing a great job with the video for both of them actually, but with America, and I know your wife directed it and produced it.
That's right.
What was the inspiration for her? I guess everything going on, but it was really very well done. That she put
Yeah,
this whole
she
thing
did an
together.
excellent job. I think the only input I had was I said, maybe we should do it in kind of black and white, that kind of thing. And then she went from there and gathered the footage, and we ran around town
Yeah.
and shot stuff. And it was amazing that it came out and we did it ourselves, and she produced it. And
Have you guys? I'm curious because tomorrow night you're doing 2 shows at Guildhall in the Garden, nice and safe, so everyone will be
Oh yeah,
the right
Matt,
distance and
social
everything.
distance.
Oh yeah.
I'm curious how long now you guys have worked together on this, but have you performed together a lot? And what was that like coming together?
Not a lot.
Not a lot, but we have.
We have, yeah. We've done like 3 shows maybe,
Yeah.
actual live, and then of course the virus happened, and
that kind of cut everything
the
short.
live music business, as you know, is in a coma.
Yeah.
Who knows what's going to happen. We were supposed to go to South by Southwest in March,
That was
release the
kickoff
record,
point.
then that was going to be the kickoff. We were going to do 3 shows in Texas in the week we were going to be there,
Oh,
and
wow.
then we were going to go out on the road
Yeah.
and do a tour. And of course,
And now,
Here
yeah.
we are in the basement.
It's really changed everything, and you kind of have to rethink. And I imagine live shows will start up again. It'll just be very different. And tomorrow night is a perfect example of it in the Garden at Guildhall. You can get tickets at guildhall.org/portraits. You can pick that up.
A couple left.
And also tonight, you're streaming a show with Joseph Arthur. Am I right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. See, you're adapting to everything already, so you're all set.
Brian.
You'll be in the basement for a while.
And of course, we love getting to play together, to get to play, but it's not the same as having an audience in the room.
No,
that energy that you get from an audience.
Reaction in the room, yeah, I'd imagine. And it should be fun in the Garden tomorrow night.
Yeah, that'll be cool. That'll be cool.
Get you guys together. The record, tell me a little bit about some of the other tracks on there. There's one that I love that you did a video for. You're on the beach, and I liked it because I recognized the beach. I was like, I know where that is. That you put together. What's the name of the song? It's Sunshine. You
Let the sunshine in.
Yeah, you did a great job with that. Who's putting these videos together? Is it Taylor or?
Well, Taylor was kind of directing that. We shot it with Fabian, I believe. Rodriguez.
Yeah, Fabian Rodriguez, who's a local guy here, and he filmed it for us, and we did it out on the walking dunes out in Napeague and then Atlantic Beach.
Yeah.
It was funny, the beach was packed, but we found like a little spot where there weren't people right there, and then Fabian filmed it so that you don't really see the people.
No,
there were people all over the place. Looking at us like, what's wrong with these guys?
Yeah, they're out here with no amps and they're walking
around. Oh, my God, yeah. Wait a sec. That isn't real. I recognize him, though. I'm curious, you do cover a song from Buffy St. Marie on the record. What made you include that specific song? Because it certainly has a message.
I've always done that song. I saw Buffy St. Marie when I was about 10. I saw her perform that song. There used to be a TV show called Hootenanny way back then. Yeah, remember that?
Yeah.
In what they refer to as the folk scare.
Yeah.
Back, 59, 60, 61 in there. And there was a show, Hootenanny, and she was on, and I'm a little guy guitar player, and I'm watching her and going, oh, she is great. She's beautiful. Listen to that voice. And then she sang that song, and I loved it. So I got her record, and I learned it, and I've always performed it, over the years. And we just wanted to put it on the record,
It seems like you guys really connected with these songs, and it works, and it gives GE a voice as well, another voice with this whole project. Are you looking to do a second record together?
Oh yeah.
Wow, already. So more collaborations down the road. Probably could work on stuff now because not on the road for a bit. Hopefully that'll change as we go and it'll evolve. The album's...
I hope so.
Stoney Hill is out tomorrow. You can grab it, and of course on all the services, all the streaming services and online. And America's in the EHM New Music Bin. Definitely watch the video that Taylor did. I'm going to link to that on our Facebook at WEHM Radio for everyone to check out and watch this record. Can't wait to see you guys in the Garden tomorrow night for 2 shows, 7 and 9. Get tickets, guildhall.org/portraits. It's part of a terrific series. Tonight is the streaming concert with Joseph Arthur. Is that live? You're putting that all together?
It's been filmed already.
Right.
We already performed it, and it's been filmed, and so that'll stream. It's great. Joseph is amazing. He's also a painter, and he paints while we're playing.
That's great.
So
what inspires, the
there's
camera.
a lot going on.
Yeah,
he's really something.
That's terrific. So that's tonight. Guildhall.org/portraits. You can get the link there for tonight's show. I know there's a deal too where if you're a VIP, you get tonight and tomorrow night.
Yeah, who knows? Shows. Yeah, there's always a deal, Harry. Always.
And we'll be out there tomorrow night. I hope to see you guys before the show.
Thank you.
Say hi at a nice distance, and we really appreciate you coming on. Good luck with the record. I know this is not exactly what you expected to release the record, the current situation. But things happen for a reason, I suppose.
But we appreciate that.
No, it sounds
great. They say.
And we can't wait. Make sure, do me a favor, check out the video, subscribe. You guys have a YouTube channel you just put together with all the songs on there so you can watch the videos. And I'll link to that as well in when we post this video. So thank you for coming on. We appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Very great to talk to you.
Guildhall.org/portraits. Thank you so much, LeRoy. Thank you so much, G. We really appreciate it.